30 years, they've been servicing some of the finest hotels around the country and the world with high-quality, gourmet dining options. Today, we are bringing you the opportunity to get home the quiche without the crust. So all the good stuff, none of the bad stuff. You got that versatile breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner side here. And today we have it for you for 5 payments of $13.74. Now we have 2 different flavors. Of course, I dug in to the cheddar and bacon.
I'm eating.
I can't wait to, I know, I'm gonna, all right. Sorry, had to do that.
No.
Cheddar and bacon.
Yep.
You can get 14 of them, or oh my gosh, that's so good. Or you can get 14 of the cheese and spinach. Or you can get a combo where you get 7 and 7 of each. $13.74, M71904 is your item number. Chef Will Reese has been bringing this to us here at QVC for years. Chef Will, we love you. We love your personality, but we love it more than anything when you bring us this quiche. How are you today?
That's so sweet. I am great. Nay, I say giddy to be on with the power couple. Great Chanopy.
Yes, you're
so
giddy.
glad to be here.
I love it. We're happy to have you. And we're eating, friend. So
I know.
these ingredients here, what made you come up with the crustless quiche? Like, what inspired you?
So, we had a lot of chefs in some of the top hotels in the U.S. that were like, can we do something without the crust? Our guests want just the good stuff.
Yeah.
So we developed these, like I say, years ago, we developed them. And we had not sold them to the public, but we do sell them now only to our friends at QVC. And if you look at all that gooey cheese in there and the big chunks of bacon and chives.
These are big chunks.
Little sweet cream in there, and then a nice crust on top. Isn't that beautiful?
So what kind of cheese is in here? Let's talk about the cheese and bacon one first.
So the cheese and bacon has a Monterey Jack cheese in it.
Monterey.
And we do that. It sets off that hardwood smoked bacon flavor that you taste there, Albert. So good. And then we have a little bit of the sweet cream in there, and then it's folded together, so you get this really fluffy, rich, creamy texture for the quiche.
And then the crust on the outside, the cheesy crust, that's my favorite. Right. I would rather have that cheesy crust than any quiche crust ever, right? That cheese crust on the outside, it gets like that. It has a different smoky flavor to it. And then on the inside, it's so creamy and fluffy and cooked to perfection. This cooks up in 14 minutes. 14 minutes from frozen. Okay, let's talk about spinach.
The spinach?
All right, otherwise known as what? Quiche Florentine.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. And so that has the spinach has a little onion in it. It has a Swiss cheese because that sets off the spinach a little better. Just a tiny bit of nutmeg.
Yum.
And then again, you have that moist, creamy. And you know, Alberto, you were talking about the crust. So you have the crust on the outside, and then you have the moistness on the inside. That's called contrast. And people really like the contrast of the crust on the outside and then the creamy texture on the inside.
You know what it's like?
And so
it's like when you make a mac and cheese. Right, you want the crust of the cheese on the outside, the crunchy cheese. That's what that's like. Now continue. What were you saying, Chef Will?
Well, and just saying, with that contrast, you know, our customers, our chefs, they really need that contrast because we serve the top hotels in the U.S. and Canada. So everything has to be absolutely perfect.
So when you go to those resorts and you're ordering that quiche, more than likely, it is from Oak Stove. I was just jumping in, Chef Will, because I wanted to say that Alberti and I just learned that I grew up and I used to hum when I was eating, and Alberti used to.
Well, I still do. I still dance when I eat.
He dances.
Literally, like in my chair.
Okay.
I'm like,
So now we need to ask what you as a chef do when you're eating. Do you have a thing? Because otherwise we're a two-part band, and there might be a thing that you have.
I actually do. When I eat, I loosen my belt. That's what I do when I eat, yeah. So sometimes before, sometimes during, sometimes after. Just
You're like, I'm enjoying this belt loosen. You know what? And I think a lot of people across America completely related.
We all understand what
we all
that's
eat.
like.
You go to the couch, football's on.
Yep.
You loosen it up. You're like, I just ate really well.
Here's what I love about this too, right? Like, let's talk about the reality of this, okay? This is a company that's been around for over 30 years.
Yeah, over.
Okay,
That's right.
and they work with Georgia local farmers to bring you the best ingredients. Today,
That's right.
you're gonna get 14 of these, 5 payments of $13.74. How much would you pay for just one of these? Just one of these at room service.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Right?
absolutely.
King's ransom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They might put a little bit of like a fruit salad on the side.
And then they'd bring it to your room and say, "That's $18. Can you sign here?"
If you were lucky,
Right.
18
Service,
bucks,
And
right?
then, and then stand there with their glove open
Yes, they
until you
would.
tip them and leave.
Yes, they would.
Exactly. Today, we have the opportunity to get you either the cheese and spinach, the cheese and bacon, or the combo where you get 7 and 7 in each. Over 900 people are on the lines picking this up. Almost everybody is picking up the combo. It's less than $5 per quiche. You know what that is? Less than $5 for an awesome breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, you can go to like some of the coffee houses.
Yeah.
And spend more than $5. And you had to wait online, and then by the time you get it to the office, it's cold. Chef Will, talk to me about prep on this, right? Because this is literally from frozen.
Yum.
And 14 minutes.
14 minutes at 350. You can thaw it out overnight if you want to, and microwave it for 2.5 minutes the next morning. Now you won't get the crispness of the crust in the microwave. I want to be really careful to let all our guests know that. But the beauty of that too, honestly, is the fact that it'll last for a year in your freezer, right? So what's easier on Christmas morning than just baking a few quiche, right, before you open presents, or for dinner that night instead of a baked potato, you do a side of a quiche. So the way I look at it is, instead of a loaded baked potato, you serve quiche and you get loaded instead.
Oh my gosh. Chef,
I love it.
Chef Will Reese, this is why we love you.
Yep.
Here we did this with like a steak.
I love it.
It could be your Kansas City steaks, your Rastelli steaks, and then you add the quiche on the side. It's a brunch. It's a breakfast. It's an appetizer. It's again, it's your side dish.
I love it with the waffles. Look at the waffles.
Oh, I know, right?
I love you can
grab and go. It's a great grab and go.
Oh,
you just send the kids out the door. Here you go. Here's your quiche. Get out of the house, and you can take it. I take it golfing with me. So
I don't blame you.
I put it in a little container and hit the road.
I don't blame you.
And can you talk to us a little, I'm sorry, about the ingredients, Chef? Because the ingredients make the difference. I mean, the reality is that those 5-star hotels and the resorts and the country clubs, they could really choose anybody to serve them. But I imagine, how do you convince those kinds of places to serve food made by your chefs?
Well, and it's all about taste, right? And so we are selling to the best taste buds in the United States.
Right.
So you better have quality ingredients. You better have sweet cream. You better have local produce. You better have the top ingredients, because as soon as they put that in their mouth, the chefs will tell you immediately if they like it, if they don't. Sometimes they throw it at you. And then what it needs or what it doesn't need. So this took a long time to develop, guys. It was not an overnight thing. We worked with the top chefs for a very long time.
Yeah, we've all seen those scary chef shows where the chef is really mean, right? Here's what's going on. I've got over, how many of these spoken for, Dan? 1,300 people have picked this up in just the last couple of minutes. Add that to the hundreds of thousands of people that have picked up Oak Stove Kitchen here at QVC. The 30 years of them serving restaurants and hotels around the world. And you have a hit for your breakfast.
Yeah.
A hit for brunch. If you've got people coming over, you want to impress them, put this out. 14 minutes in your oven, and you've got something that everybody goes crazy for. If you want spinach, cheese and spinach, what's the cheese and then what? And
the Swiss cheese is with the spinach.
Swiss cheese.
There's Swiss cheese and Monterey Jack with the bacon.
Okay, I have 600 remaining. Spinach and cheese, Swiss cheese. If you want Monterey Jack and bacon, that's cheese and bacon. 500 left to go around. If you want the combo, it's much more popular. I have fewer than 2,000. All right, this is your chance to go to QVC.com and get home something that is a bestseller. It's funny. Chef Will Reese, you know this in all honesty, right? Every time you're in our show, Rachel and I, like, are giddy.
We lose our minds.
Yeah, we are like
we're
so
like,
happy.
Will Reese is in the
we're
show.
Like, when are we going to have an hour with Will Reese? Because you're not only just, you're fun, you've got a great personality, which, by the way, I think is indicative of a great foodie.
Right.
But also, you bring us the finest foods. By the way, everything from Oak Stove Kitchen. Their meatloaf on QVC.com.
Yes. Yep.
Bonkers. Okay, bonkers good. This, get it home and try it out for yourself. And for anybody that's watching, very quickly, how am I preparing this again, right? In the oven, in the microwave? Tell me the best ways to do it.
Yeah, 350 in the oven for about 12 to 15 minutes. Or you can thaw it out overnight and put it in the microwave. And our customers, Alberti, at the hotels, they think the chefs made that product, and we're happy with that.
I know.
So when you get it home, you cook it, you tell people you made it, and they'll say, "You made a crustless quiche? How did you do that?" And you're like, "I'd tell you, but I'd have to kill you." So it's up to you to just serve the best quality product. We want to make it easy on you, quality product, and then you enjoy.
All right, listen.
Yay, Chef Will. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Love
Here's
you guys.
What's going on. We love you back.
Love you too.
1,600 people have placed their orders for Oak Stove Kitchen. The set of 14, you get to choose cheese and spinach, Swiss cheese and spinach. This one is your Monterey Jack with your bacon. Only 400 left in each. And if you want the combo, most popular, I now have fewer than 1,700 to go around. Free shipping and handling, M71904. No auto delivery. So definitely get that home because the price goes up at the end of the day today. All right.